Hey, what's up guys, this is Philip. Coming at you today, we're going to be doing a fun little project on the Nissan Z. So I've got the car sitting here behind me. She's already up on jack stands. Matter of fact, I have a separate video that explains how to get your car on jack stands in your garage if you're doing some home maintenance that requires removing the wheels. But for today's project, we're going to be taking the tires off, and if you look, the car is the beautiful gunmetal gray. The wheels are the same beautiful gray. Basically, everything is gray on this car. Everything is a gunmetal or a silver. So I want to add just a little something something to give it that, the je ne sais quoi, a little bit of pop, so it stands out. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the G2 brake caliper paint kit. Originally, everybody and their dog does red. Sometimes you see blue. This ain't a Porsche. We're not going yellow. So I went with something a little bit different, a little bit spicy. We're going to be using lime green. So I'm hoping it'll give it just a little bit of pop, but not be like obnoxious in the process. We're going to be using the G2 brake caliper paint system. Got this off of Amazon. It's about 70 bucks all said and done. It comes in multiple colors. Here's all the different colors that you get. But we went with the lime green. So once you open the box, it gives you a thing of brake parts cleaner. That's pretty nice because it's very important that calipers are squeaky clean. This is the paint itself. And in this package, it's got the activator. We're not going to activate the paint until we're getting all the wheels are off and everything's clean, because once we activate it, it's a warm enough day out. This thing's probably going to be good for maybe an hour or 2 hours, and we need to be done by then. I also have 3 cheapy art brushes. The paint kit does come with brushes. The brushes that come with the kit are absolute dog water. They're trash. They'll fall apart. There's dog water as that 18-wheeler driving through my residential neighborhood. We are using our own brushes because the brushes that come with the G2 kit, they will flake off, and they will flake off onto your painted caliper, and then you'll be pissed. I suggest hit a Hobby Lobby, hit Walmart, spend that extra $10. Hell, you spent 40, 50 grand on the car to begin with. Just that extra couple bucks to help it look like a better job. So anyways, let's get into it. We're going to start by taking the wheels off. The wheels are 21 millimeter lug nuts. So both the lug nuts and the locks are 21 millimeters. I got one ramp out here. It helps keep the wheel from spinning as we break the torque. But we're going to get these tires off and then get to work on masking and cleaning. So this is my Nissan lock and key. I always do that one first. I didn't look on the owner's manual or online to see what the torque is on these lug nuts, but they're usually always somewhere right around 100 foot-pounds. 100 foot-pounds is, it's a good rule of thumb. You usually won't go wrong. I'll be honest, this one might have been down to like 60. It wasn't that hard. But we're just loosening. There we go. That was probably closer to 100 foot-pounds. So we get all of them loosened up. And then, again, I always like to start with the locking. And we're just going to set these off to the side. So, that's all said and done. Little pop and she's off. Alright, we'll just set our wheel off to the side. Even though this car's only got 900 miles on it, if I zoom over, look at that. I even ran it through the car wash today and we already have this crap on the inside. So I'm going to wipe down the inside of all these rims, and then I actually still have some Meguiar ceramic coating. So after I wipe everything down, get it good and clean, I'm actually going to ceramic coat the inside of these wheels, and hopefully it'll be like real easy to wipe them off at the car wash and keep them clean that way, at least for a few months. So I have all 4 wheels off. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the G2 brake cleaner and a clean microfiber towel, and also got myself a little scrubby brush here, and we're going to clean these brake calipers. The cleaner it is, the better the paint's going to stick. I want it clean, I want it degreased. So when we paint these, it's like, don't forget, there is a backside to the caliper. The backside of my caliper is clean and pretty because that's part of what we're going to be painting. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to mask it off. I don't want it to look like a toddler, like got a hold of this thing. But we don't need to go too hog wild on this because, once again, we're brush painting this on. If we were spray painting, totally different story. We'd have to mask a lot more. And then we want to tape off all these rubber parts too. These rubber boots for the caliper pins and stuff, we want those taped as well. And take your time when you're doing this, because if you have it like slopping over onto the caliper itself, when you pull your tape off, it's gonna pull the paint off there. Like anything that's taped obviously isn't getting painted. So you need to be cognizant of take your time while you're putting your tape. Because if you just half-ass it, you pull this thing off, you're going to have all these weird edges and spots of caliper that weren't painted, and it's just not going to look nice. I guess let me show it to you. So this is 1 of 4. So we are done with the masking so that I get the caliper, but that's all that's getting painted. All right, once again, 1 down, 3 to go. All the brakes have been cleaned and they've been taped up. So next we're going to mix our paint. So this is my base coat. Once again, it's a lime green that we're using today. And then there's an activator. So we're going to pour the activator into the paint. Okay, so we're getting ready to open, then we're going to mix our paint. After I mix the activator, I've got a 2 to a 4 hour working time. It's not too hot out today. Probably right around 75 degrees. We're going to pour activator in. Time is now 1 p.m. exactly. So between 3 and 5 p.m. this thing should be all stiffened up. When I did the last set of brakes, it was my BMW. I did that back in October last year. It was a lot cooler. It was probably like in the 50s, 60s. And I'll be honest, it took like this stuff, it was a couple days for it actually like really set up. So I'll be curious if it sets up a lot faster today. It comes with paint brushes, but they are like super crap quality. Grab me a brush. And this ain't rocket science, alright? There's nothing crazy about it. So we're going to put it on. Nice, light, even coat. It's self-leveling, but it doesn't need to be thick. Okay. I've actually seen some of the Amazon reviews and people are like, I ran out of paint before I even got the first wheel done. I was like, dude, I don't know what the hell you're doing. Like I said, we're not trying to cover everything on the first pass. Go over and give it a second coat, and if needed, we're going to give it a third coat. One thing I thought was interesting, it's like they always make a big deal if you get the Performance Z. Like, oh, it's got Akebono brakes. 4 piston up front, 2 piston in the rear. This is the sport model, right? So I got the 1 piston, the little mono pistons back here, and then I got 2 piston up front. The entire front brake has got Akebono and massive lettering like stamped right into the caliper. So guess what? All Z's have got Akebono brakes. At least the Sport and Performance do. I got 1 coat of paint on here. Went all the way around. Did all 4. I'm grabbing a new brush. You can clean this stuff off with acetone, which is what I did. So I didn't ruin the old brush, but I'm grabbing a new brush. And this is going to be the 2nd coat. And this should be enough to give me the color I'm looking for and give me the coverage I need. So the first coat should be tacky at this point. And then the second one, we put it on a little bit thicker. And this will self-level. And then after I get done putting the second layer of paint on, I will come back and I'll pull all the tape. You don't want to wait until everything's like fully dried and cured to pull the tape. Sometimes it can pull some of the paint with it. We're gonna go all the way around the car again. I have a little over half a can of paint left. So I've actually just finished making 2 trips around the car. So I have 2 coats. It's looking pretty good. Paint is glossy. It's definitely lime green. I have a little bit left, and I started at 1 p.m. It's now 2:48. So I know my cure time for the paint's between 2 to 4 hours. Just kind of curious. It's slightly tacky, but getting there. But I do have a little bit left, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the light on my phone. I'm going to go over it in any place where I see like a dark spot or where I might have missed something. I'm going to use the remainder of my paint just to touch it up. I'm not giving everything another full coat. There's no need for that. But I'm going to touch up any areas that might have gotten missed. So that's what we're going to do now. All right, guys, so we're all done. I got 2 full coats, and then I have that touch-up coat that I put on, so that's 3 in total. There's still a little bit of paint left. I'm going to show, you can see in the can, Okay, so we used about 3/4 of the paint. So once again, this was one kit of the G2. 3/4 of it got used for the Nissan Z Sport, quarters left. So when you see those videos of people like, oh bro, man, yeah, no, I couldn't even get a caliper done. All right, I don't know what the hell you're doing, but you're doing something stupid. So there's plenty to go. Now what I got here, this is acetone. Good old-fashioned acetone. This will clean the brush. Okay, so just because we did this job doesn't mean we have to throw the brushes away. I mean, if you don't want your brush, that's fine. But a little bit of acetone, it'll clean it off good. And then you got your brushes for another day. All right, guys, I want to show you the finished product. So here we go. This is the rear. I'm gonna go all the way around, so you can check from the back side as well. There's the front caliper. Once again, going around, we got the whole deal. We got it from underneath, we got it from the top. We got the whole back side done. I do want to show you on the wheels though. What I did is, since they were off the car, I wiped them off. But then we used Meguiar's ceramic. So I did give them a layer of ceramic on the inside. And that'll hopefully help keep them clean, be where you can wipe them off real easy. But I was pretty pleased with how that looks. Pretty nice gloss. Blower. Right, we're going to get these torqued to 100 foot-pounds. A little hot in the garage, we're a little bit sweaty, but hey, we are done. So we got the car back on the ground, and it's subtle, but check it out. There's the caliper in the front, and then coming back on the car, there's my caliper in the rear. So I like it. Gives just a little something to break up that constant sea of gunmetal and silver. So anyhow, that's the end of my how-to video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Maybe learned something if you're thinking about doing it. I do highly recommend the G2 kit. And until next time, y'all take care.